Hey, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. I know y'all just got through eating lunch and let's stand up. Just stand up and just wiggle your arms a little bit. Do something like this. Say, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Wiggle your legs a little bit. Wiggle your legs a little bit. All right. Cause we on what you say we on what, Coach P? We on what time? King etiquette. So look, so while we were up here talking, look, we know y'all tired. Try not fall asleep on us. And I don't want Coach P to pull y'all out to say, come with me. All right. So y'all feel better a little bit? Just a little bit? All right, take a seat now. Everybody sit down. All right. Hey, I think y'all need to really recognize what y'all hear so far. What y'all hearing when Bobby, right? Barry. Mergers and acquisitions is a big thing. That's big money, big discussions, right? I mean, you talking about when a corporation like HCA, you ever heard of HCA? Well, it's a big old, it's big, it's all around. When someone wants to buy that company, they got to call Barry and her associates and people like that to say, hey, help us bring this deal together. That might be like $200 million or more. All right. So understand what you got in front of you. This man right here started a company with his 6-year-old daughter. Now, the older folks in the back said, okay. And I know the younger folks don't get that yet, but a lot of you all raised your hand to say, I want to own a business, right? So write this down. You will always have a boss. Write that. You will always have a boss. Can somebody tell me why? Go ahead. Someone's always on top of you? Pause. Yes. Yeah. So somebody always on top of you. In the right way. Pause though. But seriously, you will always have someone telling you what to do. Y'all follow me? Yep. You will always have somebody telling you, follow me, we're on King's etiquette right now. You will always have someone telling you what to do. So when you think that I want to get my own money, it's all about me. Tell them. You always have somebody saying, the customer's always right. Right, Corey? And I need you to take care of me. My name is Troy Smith. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I come here to go to school at Tennessee State, play football there. I knew I wasn't going to the NFL because I was sitting on the bench. So after 2 years, I said, I'm done. Let me go ahead and finish school up. So I finished up school. I've been here since 2001. All right. So basically, in a sense, it's like my second home to me. But I come from a background, which a lot of you may not know of. I mean, y'all come from some rich families. Y'all look like y'all got a lot of money in here. A lot of money. I come from a place that was poor. Or a place that used to call the projects. I don't know if y'all got that no more. They call it the inner city. What's the projects close to here? Universal or something like that? Well, that's where. Look, so that's where I grew up at. So the statistics for me in a single parent household, my mom had 3 kids, which by the time she was 18, my daddy had 16 kids. Yeah. Similar, but so I remember King's etiquette. Coach P done said it. 16 children, dog, by 10 different baby mamas. So his game was weak. But the fact is, the statistics for me was that you're not going to make it past high school. Point blank. My goal was to get out of the projects and to play in the NFL. Well, that didn't work. My next goal was say, well, I need to be a rapper then. That didn't work. So I said, well, let me go to school. So my mama keep talking about going to school. So I went to school just for the fact of saying, well, my mama said go, because she dropped out in the 9th grade. So I went to school, and I was the first one in my family to graduate from Tennessee State. But the fact is, I would have never in a million years thought I'd be a senior vice president at a bank. When I come from a situation where they're saying you're either going to be dead or in jail. So I know a lot of you guys may not be used to that or know about that nowadays, because a lot of times you're not knowing that it was rough for folks coming up. You follow me? It seemed like it was like, at one time you couldn't go to school. They try to hold you back from going to school. They try to hold you back from actually owning a house. That's where I come from. So for me to go from that background to where I'm at today is a huge blessing. You all can do the same thing. Not only that, I would have never thought I'd be able to write a book, because I barely read books myself. Period. My first book I read was from the front to the back. That's me looking at the front of it, and I turned it over, read the back of it. That's what I was doing. So now I wrote a book called The Mindset of Successful Thinking, because me growing up and where I come from, where the majority of people come from, you seem like you said down the street. That our mindset had to be totally different than what we actually seen every day. So when y'all say, hey, I want to be a business person and all that stuff, take that serious. Know who in front of you. Take these moments serious. I know it's hard and it may not hit you today, but it'll come back later on to be like, oh yeah, I remember so-and-so said that. So I was sitting in this restaurant at J. Alexander on Wright Bridge about 10 years ago with this wealthy guy I know, one of my cool friends, old dude. And by the time he was 30, he was worth like 5 million, right? I said, how can I just be worth 1 million? And he told me, you never will. Yeah. So I said, oh, he hating on me. Why do you think I never will? What that mean? But I didn't get upset. He told me because you're always looking for someone to pay you amount that you worth. So a lot of you say you want to be business owner. He said entrepreneurship is the way. Sales is the way. So that in order to get to those places where you want to go, sometimes you got to actually go out there on a limb to do some big things. But he told me, but Troy, you got to recognize this. You will always have a boss. And that's what you mean by a boss, because even if you have a customer, that person going to still be your boss. So when you think you can go sleep all day and think you stay in the bed all day and just stream all day, you be Castanet. Was it Castanet? Sanat? Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. So if you actually want to move forward and do big things and actually follow your dreams of doing stuff, understand when you want to get your own money, that money going to come from everybody. So like he said, the 3 S's, one thing you have to share. You're going to have to save, you're going to spend, but don't blow it though. Same thing with your knowledge. Don't blow your knowledge while y'all in this place. I come from the background of Boys and Girls Club. That's all I knew. That was like a daycare. Get my free lunch in the summer, play around. It's just day babysitting. But they never did this right here and set us down to actually do some learning and bring people in to discuss that. And I probably wouldn't have listened anyway then. But I'm telling y'all now, it's important to take hold of those things you learned today. So I've been in banking for 20 years. I started as the person you would see behind the, teller row at times, behind the desk. You come in opening accounts. At one time, until I moved to Memphis, I didn't know that you could be a person in the C-suite and be black. I didn't know that you could be a manager and be black. Every time I went into to a bank, I always seen a white person doing behind the desk, handling all the investments, doing all that stuff. Until I moved to Memphis, I seen all that firsthand. To see actual black leadership happen. My manager was black. My senior vice president was black. The actual state president was black. I mean, you've seen all of this because I never seen it before coming from Knoxville. So it's possible. And I had to see that happen. So you see this in front of you, COO, senior vice president, and a partner. You a partner at the thing, did you say? Associate at the law firm, that's huge. So recognize what's in front of you. All right, that's it. Go ahead, clap. And I've been giving out the book when I see people actually taking these notes down. So you might see me walking around giving out because some people actually taking the effort to actually do something. So what's next? Now it's Q&A. Thomas, what we doing?